I have a bunch of these dahlias. These are peaches. These are not peaches and cream. These are just peaches, and they are glorious. Look at that. Aren't those beautiful? So I have a lot of these to harvest, but I also have like these sun golds. These sun golds are ready. These are ready to be picked. I have a bunch of vegetables and dahlias to harvest, so I'm gonna take along with me today. I'm gonna start with all my dahlias because they're definitely ready. My gosh, these nasturtiums are ridiculous. They are huge. They're so huge. These right here are. This is where I have my corten steel planters. I think that I have 5 of them here in a row. So anyway, they're about 26 inches high. They're about this high, and I have nice, rich, beautiful soil, and that's why everything here is just thriving. I have jalapenos, poblanos. I have a bunch of dahlias. They definitely need water. My gosh. I have amaranth. I have nasturtiums right here on the side. My idea was that the nasturtiums were going to be like kind of trailing a little bit. My goodness, they're like taking over the path, literally. The path is like right here, and the nasturtiums are obviously everywhere. So let me show you this dahlia, you guys. Beautiful. I'm gonna cut it here. Look at that. Look at that with the size of my hand. Look at that gorgeous. Gorgeous dahlia. Look at the size of my hand. Like, you can tell how big it is. This one is Color Spectacle, and I got this one from Home Depot. And it's funny because I have another one of these, another Color Spectacle. I have it on another spot in my garden, and it's not this one. It's not this color, this shape, this size. So I have more blooms here coming of this guy. Like, look at this. I don't know if you can tell. My gosh, they're all gorgeous. I'm gonna cut this other one. The thing about cutting these dahlias is that it helps the plants with producing more. So I wanna try to get a few blooms for inside so that it helps the plants push more. I know I should probably cut the other guy. Look at this color. Isn't that beautiful? My goodness, look at that. Look at this. Just beautiful, beautiful. I'm only going to harvest dahlias. That's all I'm harvesting today. I want to have a bouquet of dahlias. That's what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, there are all kinds of bugs. Okay, this one, I get confused with this one. Okay, this one is Rose Toscano. I get confused with this one and Linda's Baby. There we go. This one is Rose Toscano. And I confuse this one with Linda's Baby, and I'll show you one of Linda's Baby here in a minute. But look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? My goodness, this one is French Doll. Not sure if I like this one that much. We'll have to see how it does for the rest of the season. It stays very like very pale jello. Let me show you this guy. Okay, so this one is French Doll, and it is more of a like a off-white, like a cream color, and then it kind of ages into this slightly pink. Maybe I do like it. I don't know. We'll see. Look at these three together. Look at these three together. Isn't that beautiful? These are tiny dahlias, but I do not care. No me importa. Okay, let's go on the other side. Oh my goodness. These are Linda's Babies. probably already showed you this on another video. Look at that. These are Linda's baby. Oh, beautiful, beautiful dahlia. These are not that big either. I mean, these are beautiful, you guys. Look at that. I love that. Lovely, lovely. Look at the back of the dahlias. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dahlias. The dahlias this year are honestly like my best. The best that they have been. Oh, there we go. This year probably dahlias are like the best. Gorgeous. Ah! These Annabelles are way huge for what they are. This is probably their 4th year here, and I haven't divided any of, it's one plant really. I mean, it was just one cutting that I got, one division that I got from my neighbor, but this year in the fall, they're definitely going to be divided because they're huge. They're at least, gosh, at least what, 30 inches or so in diameter at the bottom. So they definitely need some dividing. We got rain. I think we got rain last night, so they are like loaded with water. But anyway, I wanted to show you this path right here, from where the arbor starts all the way here. It's a section about, I don't know, maybe like 12 feet. I have about 14 dahlias or so here, but they're definitely behind. They're a little bit behind on blooming because they don't get as much sun as they should. They are in between homes, so they really get morning sun until the afternoon when my house shades them completely. So I feel like they're a little bit behind. I do have a couple of blooms, but they're not the best blooms. So now I know that dahlias on this side of the garden, of my huge garden, they don't do well here. So that's fine. I am going to definitely save the tubers because I definitely have a few here that I absolutely adore. Like I'm looking at one right now. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to save those tubers, and I am going to place them in places, in spots where I can just get to them easily, and they will do much better. Oh my gosh, the weeds. I feel like I'm gone for like 2 days and like the weeds just take over. These are the dahlias that I started from seed. They are not blooming quite yet. I mean, I see the buds, I see some things kind of wanting to open, but they're not quite there yet. These are in the east side of the house as well, and they're not doing too bad. I mean, for how little sun they get during the day, these dahlias are really performing really well for me, so I cannot complain. But what I am going to complain is the condition of this boxwood hedge, you guys. If you are new here, one of the shrubs that I have, one of the evergreens that I have in my garden, I have plenty of them, is boxwood. And this boxwood hedge is not that old. It's only about 3 years old, but a couple of boxwoods here. This guy, and looks, these two boxwoods next to each other, they are getting hit with something, some sort of disease. I haven't really looked into it because I did notice them like in the last couple of weeks. They were getting a little bit brown. I don't know. Oop. I think they might be spider mites, really, what's hitting them. I have to look into it, but it will be sad if my boxwoods start getting sick with things, because so far my boxwoods are amazing. Other than my dog peeing on them and like killing them, that's really the only thing that I have to deal with as far as what something destroying my boxwoods. But I have to look into it. I'll get you a close-up of how they look like, but I'm almost 100% sure that this is spider mite. I have no trouble with spider mites until this year with these two guys. So hopefully, you know, I don't have to delete all of these, and I could possibly replace them, but I don't know if it's something that is just once you have it, it will be there for, you know, for the following years. So I'll have to look into it. And oh my goodness. Oh, they're really bad inside. So, okay. These are really hard to get where they are. So I'm thinking the next year I'll definitely want I definitely won't put them here where I need to get them. If you guys are gonna become food or mulch for everything else here. My neighbors are outside, so they're probably listening to me talk to my plants. Whatever is not looking good, I just remove mine as well. Okay, these dark guys are Arabian Night. These are like a dark burgundy, like dark velvety color. They're beautiful. This one I'll have to check and put the name on the screen because I can't quite remember. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. Look at this combination here. Gorgeous. These tomatoes are, some of them are struggling, but I have 4 plants over here on the back of this raised bed, and they're growing up this trellis, and they're doing amazing, you guys. These right here, these are Dr. Witches. This guy is definitely ready. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful, beautiful tomato. This one is not quite ready, but I'm gonna get it anyway. Here in the next couple of days, this guy is just gonna be perfect. This guy is Missouri apple, Missouri pink apple. This definitely feels ready. Okay. And then this guy is bread and salt. Look at this. That's it for this race, but I know I have a bunch of cucumbers behind me. Okay, I'm gonna get this guy. This is a regular, this is a Burpless Bush hybrid. I planted this guy here late, and this guy right here is just, it's kind of here at the edge of this raised bed, and it's going out down that way. But I had these other ones that are my favorite this year anyway. Look at that. Look at that. These are, the skin is soft, and these are like the extra long, and they're so good, you guys. They're so, so good. My goodness, I feel like I let them be for a couple of days and they just take off. I have a cattle panel here that it's kind of like folded in half, and then it's kind of like making a V there. That's what I have there. Look at these guys. I have enough for like a couple of days there, but I have way too many. I was out of town for a couple of days, and I should have picked them the size that they were. Yeah, these are getting hit by something. So I definitely gotta pick them early. I know I have a bunch on the other side. I have been picking them when they're this little. I have been picking them when they're this little and this skinny. So I'm not gonna fit in my basket. guys right here are ready. These are bread and salt as well. This is why I like to pick them early before the rain comes or before they are a little bit ready. Because if we get too much rain, which we did last night, but I was out of town, it just got too much rain all at once. Okay, this area over here is good. This bread and salt plant is the one that I also have on the other side, and that's the one that it's also looking a little bit like sick already. And this one is also sick here, and it's the only one that it's sick here. So that tells me that this bread and salt, which is the first time that I have it growing here, that maybe it's not the best tomato to have here for my son. Ooh, I have a German pink over there. With pink tomatoes, it's always hard to tell when they're ready because the slightly color that they get, I mean, they're like almost ready there. This one German pink I grew before, and it doesn't really get too pink or too red. Just kind of gets in the middle. Like one more day inside and it's definitely going to be ready for me to eat. This is a perfect slicer. Okay, these guys are Cherokee purples. Definitely gonna pick them because look at that. Yeah, this one got a little bit cracked too. That's okay. Okay, I don't see any more here. Oh, I see one on the other side. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful harvest so far. This one is Cherokee purple as well. I do have a bunch of cherries on this opposite side that are definitely ready. These are growing on a cattle panel that I have with T-posts. And these guys right here, these are the cages or the panels that my husband built me with some wood and some panels that I got at Lowe's. And if you're wondering how he built those, I'm gonna put a link to the video that I did when he did those. And they're doing amazing so far. Tomatoes are definitely reaching the top and way passing that height, but I don't care. I love them. Love them so much. Oh, look at this. Look at these beautiful, beautiful cherries. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? So these are beautiful. I have a few other spots where I have some cherries and I have a slicer on the other side, but my gosh, look at this. This is just beautiful, you guys. To me, this is just beautiful. Like I said, I was out of town, so some things normally I'm out here. If I know that it's going to rain, I come out here and make sure that I don't have any tomatoes that are turning. They're a little bit turning. And this is what happens when you get a lot of rain at once and you know your tomatoes just can't handle it. But I got a bunch of things. I got some poblanos, I got a few jalapenos, have a lot of tomatoes. Look at this celery. Can you see the celery? I am going to finish picking my cherries, and I am going to probably get a couple more dahlias that I spotted while I was just getting some peppers back there. But this is beautiful, you guys. I am growing my own salsa right here. Well, I am missing the garlic, but you know, I can only do so much. Thank you for being here, you guys, and until the next time.